Ep.9 in my episode. Greetings, you people. Still working on my synopsis, taking my time as I learned I was allowed to do. But what is new this week? I'll tell you what is new. Writing in circles is new. Well, to me. Now, before you go and write that off as a bunch of hogwash, let me explain. Writing in circles doesn't mean you're going in circles and not getting anywhere. No. Actually, it is an amazing technique that, when used correctly, can turn an ordinary story into an extraordinary story. Or so I read. The best stories are circular, not straight lines, so you should try to figure out these circles before sitting down to write your novel. But what does it really mean, this circular writing? Ideally, everything in the story should have more than one function. So basically what I'm understanding is that any scene I decide to put into a story should correlate with another scene down the road, so to speak. The significance of the scene should be solidified at a later time. A clue, if you will, or something similar in nature. You should try to plan ahead for as many of these connections as you can. That is to say, not everything will just spring about, or should spring about, as you write. Early in the book, it mentioned that similar approaches such as this are for the intellectually and artistically lazy, that writers should instead leave the visits of the muse to Providence and long walks. That said, Peter Ruby also declares, stories are organic entities that continually surprise us. Discovery is part of the fun of writing. I thought this to be a mild contradiction at first, but then I realized that what I was being instructed is that I, as an aspiring writer, should take as much effort as possible to set up my story. That no matter how much I plan, there will still be parts of the story that blossom randomly. However, kept within my initial framework, these blossoms won't bloom out of control and take away from the story, but instead add to it and make it stronger. The biggest benefit to writing in circles? Such circular connections startle readers in a positive way and make them aware that they cannot afford to skip a single word. Force the readers to pay attention. The definition of a page-turner. Another strength of writing circularly is that, when done appropriately, it eliminates the need writers should normally feel to set up the scene. Instead, the author can concentrate on creating interesting and believable characters, while at the same time keeping the pace of the story cracking along.